Okay, so today we're going to work on a simple weapons class. Okay, so this class is basically to inform you on like how to use like a bladed weapon, a one-sided bladed weapon, and we're going to be using like the Cantonese corkscrew as we turn. Okay, and then we're going to be using like kind of like the clock as kind of like a compass to determine like angles of attack as well as like opponent locations. Okay, so the good thing about like having a martial arts background before you do weapon work is that you get to apply some of the principles of the martial arts that you have with the weapon. So let's go into the class again. Remember, like this is a single-sided blade, single-edge side weapon, like a sword or like a knife. Right? I'm going to start off like with like a compass, okay? So we're going to go a diagonal attack, and then we're going to use the Cantonese corkscrew, and we're going to turn, so we're going to take a slash this way, diagonal. So we're going like from like 2 o'clock to like about 8 o'clock, turn, and then from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock this way. That's one slash, right? One angle attack. Then we'll go slash this way. Slash from like what, 4 o'clock to like about like what, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, turn, 10 o'clock to like, that, okay? And then we're gonna do a horizontal strike this way, right? 2 to 9, 9 to 3, back this way. As you see, we're turning, okay? Now we're gonna go top to bottom, okay? So 12 to 6, and then 6 to 12 like that, okay? And then we'll poke straight in the middle, like this, as well as we'll poke each individual number, like 12 to 6 to 9 to 3, right? And we can go 2, we can go like 11, we can go like what, 5, we can go like 7, and that kind of stuff, okay? And so like, and then we flow with it, right? So strike, 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 and straight poke, right? And then we can go behind our head. As we go behind our head, what we want to do is turn the blade outward like this. Okay, blocking behind our back, striking this way, blocking behind our back, striking this way. Okay, so those are the angles of attack, like of the weapon itself. Now the other thing about it is that we can also take the clock or like the compass and we can put it on the ground, right? And now it's not horizontal, right? Before it was vertical, now it's horizontal, right? And then now in front of you is like what, 12 o'clock, behind you is now 6 o'clock, then we got like what, the 3 o'clock or the 9 o'clock, and vice versa, like that. Each of the compass angles represent different opponents that you have to take into consideration, okay? So we have the angle of attacks, the locations of the opponents, right? We have the blending the Cantonese corkscrew here with the different angles. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the weapon, right? And we're gonna use it, we're gonna like block with the weapon, but our blocks are also strikes, right? So attack coming up, blocking, high rising block, down full block, inside hooking block, outside forearm block, right? Reverse hooking block, right? And then sweeping palm block, right? So we implement the blocks as strikes, as attacking strikes. Strike, 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 right? All right. So then now what happens is, so we have those blocks, and then what we do is now we reverse the weapon. So, instead of like us having the blade up, right, we have the blade down, right? So now we block that way, right? Block up, block down, block out, this way, block, block, okay? This way, this way. So, in a nutshell, that's pretty much it, right? Your angles of attack represent like a compass in front of you vertically. You look at the clock. Can you strike in different angles this way, right? Can you poke each individual number accordingly? Okay. Can you block up, block down, block side like this, right? Block all your blocks. Okay. Can you flip over? Can you block reverse? This way, this way, this way, this way, this way. But you can also, what I forgot was also, can you strike with the reverse grip, right? Can you strike up, down, up, down, side, side, right? So you're blocking, you're doing that, as well as you're facing your various opponents, which the clock is on the ground. You know, with the 12 o'clock, the 6 o'clock, the 9 o'clock, the 3 o'clock, this, right? We're turning like this, okay? Now, what you want to do is you want to get to the point where you're practicing your weapon so much that you can feel when it's going to drop. You feel when it's going to drop. You don't let it drop. Maybe you can spin the weapon a little bit. Like you can do this kind of stuff, right? This way, this way, this way, this way, this is strike, 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 strike. That kind of stuff, right? You can strike. This is strike. This is strike. This is reverse grip. Strike that way. Strike this way. Coming up. Strike, 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 strike. That kind of stuff. You switch hands. Strike, 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 strike. Okay. You go practice it. I don't really want to go into like weapon stuff. Go train with like some weapon master. Okay, I just teach you the basics of Kung Fu. That's all I'm teaching you. So if you got anything more out of it, congratulations. But if you can, remember, vertical clock or compass, horizontal clock or compass, all of the angle attacks, all of the angles defending, right? Opponents at the different angles, you know, all on the ground, the clock on the ground. Okay, and then the most important thing, I didn't really specify, but it's called swing time. You need to like know your weapon so well that you know when it's dropping. Okay, you know its location, you know how heavy it is. Okay, and that will help you out. If you can, and your weapon is like too dangerous, it's too sharp, create a replica of the weapon so that you can train with it and you don't feel like you're gonna hurt yourself with your weapon, yeah, until you get good enough with it. All right, so good luck, train. I'm not gonna get too much into detail with weapons. I did in the past. I'm not really gonna do that in the future. Just gonna be simple Kung Fu, nothing more. Go learn, and after you take some of the content that you come from for this particular videos, then go out and go explore the Wing Chun Master guys. Explore like the Wushu guys. Explore like the Choli Fat guys, the Tai Chi guys, the Baji, the Bagua guys, right? The Baji Chan guys, right? Explore all of those guys, the Mantis guys, like the Northern Mantis guys. Okay, you go out after you get some basics that is going on with this class. Then go out and like you know, refine it, improve upon it, and then when you want to actually achieve mastery, or you want to set out on that path, you start teaching, helping other people out, and in your process or in your journey of teaching others, you'll really get better at martial arts. Okay, good luck.